The Jets continue their perfect season in their pursuit of a franchise quarterback. The Jets fall to the Miami Dolphins 20-3. Here are my top 5 takeaways. Welcome to Jets Talk. My name is Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, I do live streams every Monday and Tuesday night, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Monday is the live call-in show. Tuesday is our Talkin' Jets panel with me, Green Bean, and Matt O'Leary, so make sure you tune into those if you want to hear some more Jets content. But let's move on to today's video, my top 5 takeaways for the Jets-Dolphins game. Before we jump into the game, let's take a look at the Tankathon leaderboard, and you can see the Jets are firmly atop that board with an 0-11 record. The Jaguars are just below them. Now, we almost had a Jaguars win today. Mike Glennon was their starting quarterback. They wound up losing by 2 points. They had a missed field goal at the end of the second half, so that could have been the difference maker. But man, that would have been so nice. The way the way the Jaguars played the Cleveland Browns today, it gives me a little hope that they could pull out a win at some point this season. Glennon looks to be a better quarterback than I probably would have given him credit for. But man, that would have been nice to get a little bit of breathing room with that first overall pick. Now let's move on to our game. We fall to the Miami Dolphins 20-3. They have been outscored 44-3 in the 2 contests this season. Adam Gase falls to 1-3 against his former team. What kills me about this game is that the Denver Broncos literally did not have a single starting quarterback or a backup quarterback or a third-string quarterback. They literally had no quarterbacks, had some guy who has never taken a snap in the NFL. Not in a game, but not even in practice. This guy was handed the ball and was like, hey, you're going to be quarterback today. And they scored just as many points as the Jets. This is just how inept this team is. So now I have, I guess, a little more confidence that we are going to go full steam ahead into this first overall pick. But man, that does not look good. All right, let's jump into my top 5 takeaways. At number 5, I have Sam Darnold. He finished the day 16 of 27, 197 yards and 2 touchdowns, and this was his first game back, and it looked like he was basically playing from the beginning of the season and just sort of kept going, even without all these games that he missed. He did not play well. It was bad. The interceptions were ugly. The first interception, he was rolling to his right. He throws it across his body over to, I think it was Crowder that was over there, and just throws it right to the Miami defender, and it was terrible. That is not an interception you can afford to have. Man, have we fallen from the high we had at the end of the 2018 season to now, because it is clear as day Sam Darnold is not the franchise quarterback for this team. You should not want the Jets to win any of these games from here on out because we desperately need a quarterback. More than likely, we're getting a top 2 pick. Hopefully, we get number 1, but that means one of Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields is likely going to be the quarterback for next year. I just hope we can get something for Sam. I know Daniel Jeremiah was saying that we could get a first-round pick for him, but I don't even know if we're going to get a second-round pick for this guy. I think based on what we're seeing now, he has regressed. Who knows? Maybe there's some sort of hope that Sam Darnold is doing this on purpose to get out of New York. And maybe other teams aren't buying it. They're not buying his terrible play. And maybe he's better than he is. Or maybe I'm just grasping at straws and he's just terrible and we haven't found a franchise quarterback yet. Oh, God. This is so frustrating. Sam, I really like you. You seem like a solid guy. But, man, the rookie mistakes seem to continue happening throughout this entire time. You would hope after seeing Sam the first time with his top 3 receivers on the field, you would see a little bit more explosion or a little bit more excitement. And it just looks like his backup quarterback, Joe Flacco, is significantly better at this point in time. At number 4, I have leaving points on the board. And the defense held up their end of the bargain. The defense played well enough to get the Jets a win today, but the rest of the team didn't show up. We missed a chip shot field goal early on, had an interception within field goal range, and then we got a turnover on downs when we were definitely inside field goal range on a 4th and 1. And these are plays and opportunities that good teams don't lose. They don't waste these opportunities to get points, and the Jets just seem to just be allergic to scoring points. I don't know what it is. I don't know how you miss a kick that close. I don't know how you just don't have any creativity with the play calling. Why are you not careful with the football? This whole team, they just don't. They don't have the talent. They can't figure it out, and we just keep leaving points on the field when we could be adding them in the scoreboard. Now, on the scoreboard. Now, normally I would be, I guess, overly upset. Now I'm just hoping for the tank, but this is an issue, and it's been an issue all season long. If you thought the play calling was bad today, let's take a listen to what Adam Gase had to say about it.
I didn't take over. We did this. We've done the same thing the last 4 games.
We were watching Darnold through the whole game. He wasn't doing anything. I mean, he was just standing there.
He tells me it's not hard. This is not hard. We go through it the drive before. Hey, these are the 3 plays. I do the third downs.
So what happens after the 3 plays when you have a series? Because we were watching one where Dow was talking to Frank Pollock. He wasn't calling the plays. You were.
What part of the game was it?
I want to say that was the third quarter.
Yeah, when we got down, then I was trying to do some of the 2-minute stuff.
What are the 3 things we just learned from that clip? 1, the Jets decide to call plays the series before they're actually being called. 2, the guy calling the plays is not paying to the current possession. He's calling plays for the future possession. And then, thirdly, Gase is still calling the third down plays. The Jets are 31st in the league on third down attempts, and I don't know where this guy got the offensive guru stigma, and I think it's more of a laughing point at this point, but man, it is brutal. This team is just not good. Adam Gase confuses the heck out of me. I know there's going to be a lot of people calling for his head because we just saw Matt Patricia get fired, and now the Jaguars GM got fired. But overall, Adam Gase has been a good commander of this tank. I think we need to hold on to him at least till the end of the season. Let it finish out. You need to go 0-16. You have to get that first overall pick first and foremost. At number 3, I have Breshad Perriman, and I have been pleasantly surprised from what we've gotten out of him the last few weeks. I made my mock offseason video where I had the Jets letting him leave, but that has since changed in my opinion. I think the Jets should absolutely bring him back. I think he is a rock-solid number 4 wide receiver, an elite deep threat that could be an elite deep threat if we had the quarterback position figured out. He had 4 receptions for 79 yards today, and the guy looks like he can just get open. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be an exciting player to watch. It doesn't solve our wide receiver woes, but it's definitely an extra piece that I think the Jets should try to retain, at least on a 1-year deal. At number 2, we're going to talk about our other wide receiver, the guy we drafted in the 2nd round. Denzel Mims. This guy is so legit. I'm so happy that we got him. He was top on my big board going into day 2, and I'm so glad that we did wind up actually getting him because he is showing all the elite traits of not just a number 2 wide receiver, but of a potential number 1 wide receiver. The guy has stick him on his hands. The guy can catch absolutely anything. He finishes the day with 4 receptions for 67 yards, and he is just a physical freak. He definitely reminds me a lot of A.J. Green, similarly to what Joe Blewett said in all his breakdowns. The guy just fights with his hands. He's fluid, his hips, the way he just battles cornerbacks. This guy just gives me a little bit of a football-gasm. It's absolutely fantastic. The Jets have not had a very good record with second-round picks. Aside from Marcus May, we have not hit on a second-round pick since, David Harris in, 2007 maybe? We have had atrocious luck with second-round picks, so hopefully, Denzel Mims is the first of a long line of exciting second-round picks that Joe Douglas can hopefully add to this team. And at number 1, I want to talk about our defense, specifically Quinnen Williams. And this guy needs to be going to the Pro Bowl this year. He is playing out of his mind. He finished today with 7 tackles, 3 quarterback hits, 1.5 sacks, 1 tackle for a loss, 1 forced fumble, and 2 batted passes. The guy is absolutely all over the field. When we took him 3rd overall, this is what the caliber of player we were hoping to get out of him, an Aaron Donald type of disturbance, and he has been elite for a large portion of this season. His 2 highest grades have been against Miami earlier this year, and I'm sure this week will be his 2nd highest grade or his 1st highest grade, depending on how you look at it. So he does really well against Miami. Definitely a big fan there. Now, it definitely makes me feel that I'm not as sad that we didn't take Josh Allen. I wanted Quinnen Williams at the time, but definitely last year and earlier this season, I was thinking, oh man, we should have gone with the pass rusher. It was a mistake. I don't know why I thought that. But Quinnen Williams looks legit. If we can add an edge rusher this offseason, like a Bud Dupree, a Matthew Judon, or someone of that nature, to really bring pressure on the outside while he's just collapsing the inside of that pocket, it's going to be really exciting. I'd like to throw a little nod out to Foley Fatukasi because he has been absolutely awesome from the nose tackle position, and the 2 of these guys, if we can pair them together for long term while getting some edge presence help, I think this Jet defense is going to be really exciting for years to come. Guys, those are my 5 takeaways. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And as always, go Jets.